Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. May I introduce you to yet another something slightly different. You may notice that the intro has changed ever so slightly. But know this, some traditions stay the same. So without further ado, let me show you my do. If you'll give me but a moment, we shall talk. Some might notice that over the weekend there was one convention that Ultra Confusion attended. This convention was called MonsterCon. MonsterCon in previous years was held in Greenville, South Carolina. This year, it was held in Gaffney. Now, there are thousands of theories as to why the move happened. Some would say it's the corrupt politicians and venues of Greenville. Others would say that all the money that came from previous MonsterCons disappeared. However you want to look at it, MonsterCon happened in Gaffney, South Carolina, and it was an interesting situation. That I can tell you. But if you want to hear more about the wonderful MonsterCon, I would highly recommend that you check out the MonsterCon 2015 review video that is just going up on YouTube. And it will be up by the time this video hits the interwebs. Now, I know that a lot of times when we do something slightly different, it's kind of like a brief Thursday night hangout, because I usually just hit you up with usual knowledge that you could probably get from Ultra Confusion, and then of course stuff that happens on Thursday night. Which of course, by the way, please, for the love of God, clear off your calendars for this Thursday night hangout. Unless something happens at the last minute, it is going to be Zealeus' birthday. We cannot let this go without him getting some kind of party or celebration. So he might be shite-faced by the time he gets to the Thursday hangout. So it makes it all that much more interesting. So, let us speak of what else we could speak of for something slightly different. You might notice that my voice sounds slightly different. I don't know why. It might be something in the do. 1 second. As I was previously saying, okay, I have a couple confessions to make. Confession number 1. I am a little bit of a videoaholic. I jump on a TV show or some kind of TV series or series, period, could be web series, and I hold on for dear life. I basically tried to watch all the episodes of X-Files back to back until I wanted to pull my hair out. Because there are certain episodes where you're just like, you just did the same damn thing but to a different character. You're really running out of material. But there are some series out there that I have to say I have a guilty pleasure for. The first one, of course, is The Guild. And of course, as any rightful nerd will attest, The Guild is something that you have to watch. Felicia Day, an amazing, very attractive, very talented individual, helped create this, I think it was 5-season web series. And it's phenomenal. I love it. I also like the fact that there were so many individuals near the end of The Guild who are like, oh my God, how the hell do I get to be a part of this? Now, of course, you know, Felicia Day then went on to the Dr. Horrible sing-along with Nathan Fillion, and of course, Neil Patrick Harris. Another web series that I just picked up. And I know that some people will probably be like, oh, I don't know about that one. But you know what? Screw it. I don't care. There is a web series created by Vivo Girls, or it's on the Vivo Girl network on YouTube. It is called Carmilla. Carmilla is based off of a, I think it's like an 1800 novella about a female vampire. There is a lot of lesbian overtones. And I have to say that it's so well done to be just a single camera angle that I can't stop watching. I binge watched the shit out of the first season. I didn't watch it once. I watched it twice in a span of like 12 hours. Okay, fine. I watched it once by myself, and then I made my wife watch it with me. And of course, she started to guess some of like the twists, but you know, whatever. You know, you're gonna do that. I, of course, knew all the twists at the time that my wife watched it, but I just had to keep my mouth shut. It's the same deal as Game of Thrones with me. Well, at this point, Game of Thrones has gone off the rails. Not in a bad way, but they have basically created their own storylines now, so I don't know I mean, I know the major story points, but some of like the interlocking stuff is totally different from the books, so I have no idea where they're going. And of course, I think they've surpassed the books after the season. So seriously, check out Carmilla. I know that it's heavily female, but it's good. I mean, it's really good. I mean, it's really fucking good. I have a ton of... No, I'm not going to bring that kind of stuff in there. Never mind. I am trucking along on the Gary Whitta book, The Abomination. Awesome. Weird-ass twist about a third of the way through. I will not give it away, but I will tell you this. I know that the beginning is a little bit slow because you have to get through the history and background. But once you get to Wulfric, once he enters the picture, boom! You are stuck. You are hooked. You cannot stop until you end the book. Hey, that rhymed. Bonus points for me. Let's see here. What else? I'm sure there's a ton of games that I'm supposed to be playing. Nope, not talking about that because that is Ultra Confusion stuff. This is something slightly different. You might notice that I have an amazing shirt. This, of course, is Dusty, the Dust Bunny. It says, if you can't duck it, yeah. This, my friend, is a relic now because that is 10 years old. Holy shit. Oh my God. It's been 10 years since I graduated? Is that true? Oh no, it's only been 9. 9 years! If you can't duck it, okay. That, of course, was the good old days of when I was a true developer. So, you have that. You know, here's the bad thing about picking up a web series, or a series in general, that has not completed. If it's good, you start on this crazy-ass roll, and you won't stop until you hit the end. The problem is, for me, is when I go gung-ho, and I just go boom, ba-boom, 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 and I get to the end, I get angsty, because I'm like, son of a bitch, I need to know what happens next. Which, of course, is exactly what they want. But at the same time, I'm like, you SOBs, I'm not going to be able to survive if I don't know what happens next. Anyways. Real quick about MonsterCon, something I did not mention. I got a poster for our good friend Jesse, who is unable to attend. I will not show you the poster because this is for Jesse, not for you. I have now completed my Firefly Pops collection. I now have Zoe, and I have Kaylee. So I am really excited to report I have all 5 of the Fireflies now. Now, of course, my deep, dark, evil secret is that, so, you know know those dollar bargain bins that comic people bring? Yeah, let's just say I had a little bit of an issue. So, yeah. Alright, so I got some DC, I got some Marvel, and I got some other stuff that I don't even know. Okay, I've got the Spectre. I've got the Web of Spider-Man. I've got Hellblazer. I have Darkhawk. Actually, that's a lot of Darkhawk. Hold on, let me see here. I've got Darkhawk 17, 18, 19. Spectre. Oh, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 4, 5, 6, 7. Holy shit. Does he have animanium claws? 7. 8. Alright, so I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19 of Darkhawk. I have, for the Spectre, move these two out of here. I've got 17, 18, and 20 of Spectre. I only got one Hellblazer. I could only find one Hellblazer, and I, of course, only found one Web of Spider-Man. And then, seriously, the rest of these? Yep. The rest of them I had to get because I followed this gentleman's work. It's a web comic, but it's in comic form. It's by a company called Dorkstorm. I've got 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of PvP. Player versus player. And then there was also a run with Image Comics, which I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now I don't know how many of them are, but I definitely took a lot of PvP comics. So as you can see, my weakness. Once upon a time I had a pretty impressive, not impressive, but I had a pretty good, I had quite a few comics. And all of a sudden they disappeared, which is unfortunate, because I really missed them. But life goes on. So anyways, I'm replacing it, $1 at a time. Alright, that's it for something slightly different. So for myself, Charlie, I'd like to thank you for listening and tuning in to something slightly different. Tune in soon, where I shall continue to do crazy voices at a whim. And so you need to tune in to see if I'll do a voice again or not. Because that's how I roll, man. That's how I roll. Jerky loves crunches, munches and crunches, and you're somewhere. And if you can get that reference, you are my new best friend. I promise you, you're my new best friend. Anyways, for myself, Charlie, it's been a pleasure to give you the crazy stuff coming on my mind. Lots of stuff that I showed off on MonsterCon, and of course, my confessions about my web series obsession. Once again, Carmilla. And, of course, the Guild. Until next time, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the very near future. Also, check out our MonsterCon 2015 review. Oh yeah, one more thing. Zealeus' birthday's on Thursday. Make it happen.